Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome Brooks Koepka to the media room. Brooks, not the result that you wanted today. Nevertheless, I think on behalf of all of us, I'd like to congratulate you on a wonderful tournament, a wonderful week. Clubhouse leader, round 1, round 2, round 3. But Brooks, could you share some of the emotions that you felt during the last round, in particular the last 9 holes today?
Yeah, obviously it's super disappointing, right? Didn't play good enough to win. Hit some shots where I also didn't feel like I got some good breaks. I mean, for that ball to sit there on 9, on 4 and 6, hit some good shots. He just ended up in some terrible spots, where it was quite difficult. And then 12. It was just kind of interesting. John hit 9 and I hit wedge over the green. So, and then 14, I felt like I just had to make a run for it. So, didn't feel like I did too much wrong, but that's how golf goes sometimes.
Sean.
Brooks, you're a pretty fast player, as we know. Just curious your thoughts on the pace of play this afternoon.
Yeah, that group in front of us was brutally slow. I mean, John went to the bathroom like 7 times during the round, and we were still waiting. So.
Gary.
Brooks, when the lead became a deficit, what, if anything, changed with your game plan?
I think it was just be patient, probably till about 13, and then we had to be a little bit more aggressive. I thought that I let probably 9 stick on me for a little bit longer than it should have, because if that ball just dribbles on the green, it's tight. And then a good momentum putt there at 10, but it is what it is. I mean, I tried. I gave it my all, so I can go to sleep at night.
James.
Did anything feel different today, Brooks, than the last 3 days?
Not really. I think it felt the same. I felt like I was striking the ball pretty well. Poor tee shot on 1, but got lucky. And then, poor tee shot on 8, which is a big birdie hole. And I felt like that's kind of where the momentum shifted right there at 8 and 9 is what it felt like.
And obviously not the result you wanted, but how do you think about this year compared to last year?
Well, I'm healthy, so it's completely different, right? I just chalk those two up to, you've seen it. If somebody's not healthy, they can't compete. So I just kind of watched those 2 years in my head.
James.
Brooks, a shot on 6. I'm just curious, were you surprised that it flew the green that far, and what type of shot? What is the second shot there?
Yeah, I think John hit 7-iron, and he came up short, and I'm about a half club longer than him with the irons. So, and I hit a 3/4 7, and it went over. If it was on the upslope, it would have been a lot easier, but the ball was sitting on the downslope, and for whatever reason, it just kind of skidded when it. I thought I hit a pretty good pitch, just skidded, and I was fortunate enough just to stay up, but I felt like right there that was kind of frustrating.
Mark.
Brooks, I know you probably won't like the live questions, but with you at the top, near the top, and Phil up there, and Patrick near the top 10, I mean, what do you guys think you proved this week about the quality of play on that circuit?
Nobody. I mean, we're still the same people. I mean, I know if I'm healthy, I know I can compete. I don't think any of the guys that played this event thought otherwise either. When Phil plays good, they know he's going to compete. B. Reed, same thing. I think that's just manufactured by the media, that we can't compete anymore. We were washed up.
Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Brooks, following up on what you just said, you played well, Phil played well. From a fan's perspective, what do you hope this tournament and this showing does for the sport?
Well, I think it's the best tournament in the world, and I think everybody put on a pretty good display. You know, Phil, what did he shoot today? 7 under. That's pretty impressive. Spieth 6, P. Reed 4, Cameron Young 4. I think me and Vic were the only ones to shoot over par. But I mean, the way John played today was pretty impressive, and I think, I don't know, the game's just it's so good right now. Everybody, it's amazing to see all these guys compete when they're at their best. They're all tough to beat.
If I can follow up, do you hope this tournament and the proof of play from both sides shrinks the divide?
Repeat it, sorry.
Do you hope from the performance of everyone, both in LIV Golf and the PGA Tour, that this shrinks the fracture in the sport, and make from a fan's perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is kind of fractured just from the fans' perspective. But as far as us, I mean, I think everybody saw it this week. It's nice to see everybody. There's no hard feelings pretty much. And I think that's the way everybody should see it.
Sean?
Brooks, it felt like most of the misses were left for you, and unless that's wrong, what do you think was leading to that?
I just towed it off one, trying to hold it. So that's probably never good. And then 8, I guess, was left. And then it was 17. So yeah, I guess they were. I don't know, man. If I knew, I would have fixed it out there.
Brantley?
Brooks, when you look at guys like Taylor Gooch and Harold and how the world rankings might be their only pathway back into these majors, what do you think has to change to ensure that the majors do have all the best players in the world?
I don't know. That's not up to me, man. That's a tough one. I don't know how. I mean, yeah, that's tough. I have no idea how they're going to do it. It does definitely makes it more difficult, that's for sure.
Sean?
Brooks, you've finished second before in majors that you've been near the top. Is it hard to view them as a positive when it comes after a day like today?
Probably not today, probably not for the next few days, but eventually it will be a positive. I'd say probably give it a week, and I'll start to see some positives out of it and carry this over the PGA, U.S. Open, and the Open. But right now it's kind of tough to see, if I'm honest, and probably for the next few hours and in the next few days.
Last question, Evan.
Just along those lines, Brooks, what positives could you take out of it going into the next 3 majors? Do you feel like you're back now that you're healthy, you can win majors again?
Yeah, I mean, I think I proved it this week, no?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I mean, I've known this for a while, but I guess it was just about going out and doing it, and led for 3 rounds, and just didn't do it on the last day. That's it, plain and simple.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a sign-off. Thanks again, Brooks, for a tremendous tournament. We've appreciated all your questions and answers in the media room too. So thanks for your time.